Welcome back to Drafting with Mark, and in this video I should have a nice short and sweet one for you. The main focus of this video is going to be wrapped around that 25 that you see measuring on the side of this polygon. So when we come to that, we're going to figure out a different way to do that because we don't have a command in AutoCAD that will just create that right off the beginning. So we have to find another way of creating that, and I'll show you that in this video. Everything else in this video should be easy and straightforward. We have created circles before, fillets, and arcs and things of that nature. So when it comes to me doing the fillets, I'm going to try to do them all at once and show you kind of some shortcut things that you can look out for. But the main focus of this video is definitely going to be that 25. So I'm just going to switch over to AutoCAD and get started. Alright, so let's go ahead and take care of our standard housekeeping that we normally do. I'm just going to go ahead and turn the grid off. I'm going to turn ortho on, and then I'm going to take a look at what running O snaps that I have turned on. So these are going to be the typical ones as I usually and always have turned on. Alright, I'm going to start with that circle that has a radius of 41. So I'm just going to go circle center radius. We can place it anywhere, so I'm just going to click here and I'll type in 41. Alright, next we're going to go ahead and hit the zoom extents button here, and I'm just going to scroll out a little bit. I need to create a line from this center going down at a distance of 150. So I'm going to go to line. It's going to touch my circle here, click on the end point, the center point of my circle. And then I'm going to go straight down and type in 150. Alright, I need to figure out what the offset here is, and the radius of my overall thickness here should be set to 15. So that's also the offset distance that I'm going to need. So I'm just going to go to offset. I'll go ahead and type in 15. And then I'm going to offset this line, one to this side, and then one to the other side. Alright, let's go ahead and trim some things out and get rid of that line in the middle. So I'm just going to use the trim command. I'm going to trim off this line here, this one here, the ones between here, and the reason I trimmed those off first because now I can just go ahead and delete this line altogether in the trim command. So I'm going to do that. Go ahead and hit the escape button. Let's go ahead and create our polygon, right? So our polygon should be located under here. Let's go to polygon. It's going to ask me how many sides I have. I have 6 of them. I need to place the center of my polygon. It's going to be at the center of my circle here, so I'll click here. And now inscribe to circumscribed. Now if you remember the orientation of how this shape looks, I have those points and the main point is pointing straight up. So therefore I'm going to use this inscribe because I know exactly where one of those endpoints is facing. So I'm going to go and click inscribed, and then I'm just going to aim this thing going straight up. I'm going to zoom into this. And what I need to do is I need to go ahead and adjust this polygon to be the right size. So I need this distance to be 25. I'm going to use the scale command. I'm going to select the polygon that I want to scale. Go ahead and hit enter. I'm just going to touch my circle, and then I'm going to click on this center point. And now right now it's going to say, hey, do you know what scale you want this to be? Well, I do, but I don't. I'm going to go ahead and select this reference option here at the bottom, and then I'm going to go ahead and say what endpoints, or I need to define the length that I'm trying to figure out here. So I'm just going to click this intersection here and that endpoint, and now I need to give it the length, and that's what it's asking me on the command line, and I do know that length has to be 25. Alright, so now that you see that I have created that, let's go ahead and check that with the distance command here. And when I come to this line here, I'm going to click that endpoint down to that endpoint, and you can see on the screen that that is indeed 25, right? Let's go ahead and escape out of this. The last thing that we're going to need to do here is do some fillets just to complete this, right? And then we'll go ahead and put our circle in the middle. So I'm going to go to the fillet command, which is located here. I'm going to go to radius. I'm going to set my radius to 50. enter. I do have multiples of these, so I'm just going to go to multiple. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and click here and here. This one and this one. And then I have another radius here at the bottom. Remember that if they're parallel lines, you don't have to put in a radius. So I'm just going to select both of these parallel lines, and it's going to go ahead and create that tangent line there for me. Let's go ahead and escape out of this. And the last thing I need to do is go ahead and create a circle, center diameter. I'm going to touch this center and click on the center of this circle. Kind of pull it out to give it a preview, and then I'll type in the diameter of this circle, which in this case is 20. Alright, let's go ahead and zoom the extents. And you should be totally satisfied with this one. Like I said, it's going to be a super quick video on this one, but the main focus on this one was to show you how to use the scale with a reference, and what I'm pertaining to is here. So if you come across something that don't really give you that inscribed or that circumscribed circle there, just remember that you can always use the scale with a reference. All right, super useful command and super important, and you can do some other things with it as well. And I'll try to remember to add those in a few more videos here in the future. All right, so if you like this video and you like what I do, please leave me a comment if there's something that you want to see, or maybe there's a command that you're confused about and I need to examine a little bit more, and we can go over it together in some of these videos. So thank you for watching, and until I see you in the next video.